language barriers.
Okay, all my students tell me the same points. No language barrier. Okay, no language barrier. Okay, fine. What else? What else? Think of any other reason why it's better to study in Malaysia? Any other reasons? Think about our country.
Our education is same with the international education.
Okay. Okay. Any other reasons? Any other reasons? Any? Okay. And avoid culture shock. Okay. Anything else? Any other reasons?
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable. Mm, okay. Anything else?
The student are more familiar with Malaysian education.
That would come under number 3, yeah? Familiar surroundings, familiar syllabus. Yeah, that would come under number 3. Anything else? No, nothing else. Okay, so we have 7 brainstorm points here, but we have to determine, we have to make sure that our points are solid. We only need 3. Now, solid points means points which we can elaborate well, which you can elaborate well into a paragraph where you can give examples. Now, one good solid point for this essay would be affordable because it covers many aspects, isn't it? Can you give me why? What is the meaning of affordable? What are the things which are affordable? Can you tell me?
Because
Acquisition cost.
Okay. Food, accommodation, transport. Okay, so all this comes under affordable, yeah, in terms of university fees, the food, accommodation, transport needed, books, everything else can is actually affordable. So this is a very solid point. Now, closer to home. When you say closer to home, the person who said closer to home, what do you mean? Can you explain?
Less homesickness.
Less homesickness. Okay, less homesick.
Can save money.
Saving money will come under affordable. Okay, saving money will come under affordable. Okay, cheaper to be okay. So here, closer to home is a point, but I would like to change it to Okay, this will be an important point. Students and parents can be in close contact. Okay, can you give me 2 reasons why this is important? 2 reasons why. Okay, you can elaborate this point with 2 reasons. What is it? Students and parents can be in close contact. So,
Parents can always know their daughter's news.
uh, to rephrase it, parents can monitor their children. Yeah, parents can constantly monitor their children. Okay, that's reason number 1. Reason number 2. Reason number 2.
Parent can quickly get in touch with their children if any emergency occur.
I was waiting for the keyword emergency. Yes. So the first reason is parents can constantly monitor the children, and the second thing is in cases of emergency, not just with the students but also with the parents. Anything can happen at home. Anything can happen at the university. So if the students study in a local university, in case of any emergency on either side, either at home or with you, okay, so parents can come to you if anything happens, and you can rush home quickly if anything happens, right? So those are the 2 reasons. So this is considered to be a solid point. Now looking at the familiar surroundings, no language barrier, and can avoid culture shock, comfortable. Okay, by right, I would say the most important point here would be avoid culture shock. Under culture shock comes, okay, so if you say avoid culture shock, why you will not have culture shock? Because there is no language barrier, okay, because you are in familiar surroundings, because you are comfortable in your own country. Okay, the people around you are people who you are familiar with. You're familiar with the food, you're familiar with the lifestyle. All those things come under avoid culture shock. So this one is actually a secondary point related to number 3. Okay, this one I'll take it out. Comfortable also comes under avoiding culture shock. So this under this umbrella we have, okay, so under the umbrella of culture shock, avoiding culture shock comes familiar surroundings, food, people, culture, language, lifestyle, everything comes under that. Comfort, everything comes under that. Okay, so if you choose to study in the country, then you won't have to face a different surrounding. You don't have to adapt yourself to different people, to different food and language and culture and lifestyle. So this is a very solid point with a lot of explanations which you can give for this particular point. Yeah, so the criterion when you are choosing points for your essay, for your writing task essay also, you must follow the same thing. You can brainstorm as many points as you like, but then when you explain, it must be solid points which can be explained in a paragraph, and there must be an umbrella term there. The main idea would be to avoid culture shock. Under avoiding culture shock comes different aspects, like number 3. Okay, so we have another point there. Okay, so the quality of education, perhaps. Okay, so I'll say quality of Malaysian is on par with universities. So this would be a solid point too. All right. So quality of Malaysian education is on par with foreign universities. Now, if you choose this as one of your solid points, then you should be able to explain why. Okay, which are the universities? How many universities we have, which are apex universities, which are part of the excellent universities of the country, which are very good. Our universities have very good facilities, lecturers, teaching methodology, equipment, facilities, all that will come under number 4. Okay, but there is still an important point that students did not tell me. Can you please tell me? There's one more. In fact, there are 2 more. I would say there are 2 more. I can think of 2 more points. Anything else? What if I say this? So, studying locally means you study in a safe and peaceful country. Would you agree?
Yes.
Very important point, isn't it? Okay, why? Because how will you explain this? How will you elaborate this? What would you say? What would you say? Why is it a safe and peaceful country? Yeah, why is it a safe and peaceful country? Hello?
Hello.
Shafiq, can you tell me?
Yes, madam.
Why is Malaysia a safe and peaceful country? How would you explain?
Safe and peaceful.
No wars occur.
Yes. No war, no riots, no, apart from the war, no conflicts. You don't have natural disasters such as typhoons, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, landslides, volcano eruptions, and so on. The list goes on. Okay, though we did have bad floods at the end of the year, but that was not as serious as in some countries. Okay, so it's a safe and peaceful country. And another important point that I think you should think about is that I would say it's good for the economy. Would you agree with me if I say good for the economy?
Yeah.
Why? Explain.
Yeah, support local.
Because when students study locally, our money does not flow out. Okay? There is no such thing as currency exchange to worry about. The money that is used by the students, all the students studying here, the money will circulate within the country. It's good for our economy. The money does not flow out to other countries. For example, you go to UK, you go to Canada, Australia, USA. The cost of living is very high, and our money goes out there. So it's good for the economy. Yeah, it helped to stabilize the economy if all the students were to study in the country. So you see, we have 6 reasons here already. 6 solid reasons. This is also a solid one. Okay. Okay, so these are the points. So once you brainstorm, you see, you take some time to actually look at it and see which point is good, which one is important. So after brainstorming this, you can do something else also. You can actually arrange, you can see which one would be the most important point, which one is the second one, which one would be the third one. So that is up to you to choose. So in your context, which one do you think is number 1? Out of all these points, which one do you think is number 1? Which would be number 1? Which one would you choose as your first point?
Safe and peaceful country to study.
Okay. So if you are a family-minded person, then you will choose number 2. But logically speaking, one of the most important reasons would be number 5. Safe and peaceful country to study in. Yeah, it's something which so many countries in the world are lacking this thing. Yeah, they're lacking peace and they're having so many problems and deaths and what you call disasters. Okay, what would be number 2?
Student and parent can be close contact.
Okay, if you choose that to be number 2, I would choose affordable as number 2. Okay, so you want to choose this as number 2. Okay, all right, I follow your wish. Then what would be the number 3? What would be number 3? I think
Affordable.
affordable. Okay, so basically we wouldn't need to look at all the other points or arrange the other points. Why? Because we only need 3 points in our essay. Okay, problem only comes up if you do not know how to elaborate. So think about this one, will you know how to elaborate into a proper paragraph? This one, will you be able to elaborate into a proper paragraph? This one, will you be able to elaborate into a proper paragraph? If I were you, I'd rather choose culture shock, as it will be the many things that you can talk about as compared with students and parents can be in close contact, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have your 3 points. So there we go. So how do we generate our thesis statement? So you have to put all those points in the order as you have arranged it. So you have put in number 1. Okay, so Malaysian students should study locally because it is so. Okay. Number 2. Parents and okay, so I've got the thesis statement for you. So Malaysian students should study locally. Okay, so Malaysian students should study locally because, okay, first point, it is a safe and peaceful country. That is point number 1. Parents and students can be in close contact. Okay, that's point number 2. Point number 3, it is cheaper to study in Malaysia. Now, once you reach this point, your framework is already solid. You know exactly what you're going to write in your first paragraph, what you are going to write in your second, and in your third. Now, so if once you have your thesis statement, then you can already go into your topic sentence already. So topic sentence 1 will basically be the first point, which will be elaborated into a paragraph. Let's see. Sorry, into a sentence first. Okay, so firstly, okay. So firstly, Malaysia is a safe and peaceful country for students to pursue their studies. So remember, topic sentence must be straightforward, straight to the point, very short. Okay, don't go into long-winded sentences like some students did for the main idea on the bubble tea and coffee. So don't go into long-winded sentences. Just go straight to the point and say what is it that you want to say. Okay, no explanations, elaborations, sample, nothing in the topic sentence. Okay, right? So that is your first topic sentence. So what would be topic sentence 2? Can I have someone to tell me? Okay, our second point is parents and students can be in close contact. So can I have one person to tell me the sentence? Please formulate the sentence for me. Secondly, Azira, can you tell me the topic sentence 2? Point is this. Azira, are you there? Hello, Azira, are you there? Oh, looks like you're not there. Okay, right. Whoever is there, can you please tell me how to make this into a sentence? Just construct the second point into a sentence. Muiz. Muiz, can you make this into a sentence? Hello?
Secondly,
Hello?
parents and student can be in close contact.
Yeah, simple as that. Very simple. So I would prefer to change, I would like prefer to paraphrase this. So I'm going to say, secondly, parents and students can So this is another skill which you must remember when you are writing the thesis statement, when you're taking the points from the thesis statement into the topic sentence, you can paraphrase, you can use different words to make it better, to make it sound different. So secondly, parents, if you look at the thesis statement, parents and students can be in close contact. So secondly, parents and students can keep in touch with each other constantly. Okay, now we move on to the topic sentence 3, and you see that I've used the linkers. Okay, so firstly, first point. Secondly, second point. Last but not least would be the third point. What is our third point? Okay, it is cheaper to study in Malaysia. Can someone complete topic sentence 3, please? Last but not least. Okay, maybe you can see this to get an idea. How would you paraphrase this? It is cheaper to study in Malaysia.
Local university local university fees is more affordable than
You don't have to put then anymore. You just have to stop there. Last but not least, local
university is
No
fees
need to say
is more
fees. No need to say fees. Understood. Local universities are more understood. Okay. When you say local universities, you're talking about fees, food, everything inside them. So last but not least, local universities are more affordable. Okay. So we have got all our topic sentences there. Once you have the topic sentence like this, then you can work on your paragraphs. Each paragraph will have this. Okay. You'll have your details, and you'll have the closing sentence. Okay. So let's take one. Let's take one and make into body paragraph 1. Do you have a class after this? Do you have a class after this?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to pursue that. I'm not going to go through that. I will take you through that in the next lesson. Don't worry about it, because I've got something else to be done. So this one I'll go back to it later. Okay, so what I want you to prepare for the third lesson of this week. Third lesson would be on Thursday. So I'm giving topics. There are 24 topics here actually. There are 24 topics. So you have to choose any one topic, each one of you, and prepare a 2-minute speech. Yeah. Your speech must have a main idea sentence, supporting details, 2 to 3 reasons, and a closing sentence. So one example of a topic would be, would you like to be a night owl, late sleeper, or an early riser? So each of these topics have to, requires you to make a choice, whether you like this or that, right? So you have to choose one, and you have to give your reasons. So for instance, you would just have to say, good morning, I would like to be a night owl. This is because, okay, so you give your reasons, and elaborate. It must be a 2-minute speech. So you have about 1 day, 1.5 days actually to prepare for it. and I will call you at random. Everybody should prepare. Of course, you know that in one lesson we cannot have all 24 people. So I will call you at random, but everybody has to present. If possible, choose something different from your friend. Okay, and you have to prepare your speech. When I say prepare your speech, it must be a speech, no reading from paper. Just practice looking at the topic, just practice sitting in front of the mirror and just talk. Okay, like for example, would you like to have many friends or one or two friends? You just look at yourself in the mirror. Good morning. I would like to have many friends. Firstly, why? Explain. Give example. Secondly, why? Thirdly, why? So this is why I would like to have many friends. Full stop. Simple as that. You don't have to go cracking your head and say, oh, what am I going to say? Oh, what am I going to do? These are all preferences. Yeah, you can spontaneously speak, but I'm just giving you 1 or 2 days warning, pre-warning, so that at least you won't feel shocked when I call you suddenly. So this one will take place starting from Thursday. Yeah, starting from Thursday. So every time we have speaking, I will complete. I think in 2 lessons, maybe in 2 lessons or 3, I can complete all of you, just to get you into the 2-minute speaking mode, and it will be timed. Either I will call somebody to time everyone, or I will time you myself. 2 minutes. So these are interesting topics. You look through them. I don't want to have too many people choosing the same topic. There are 24 there. If possible, you can choose one each. I am not going to assign. I'm not going to compel you. You have a free hand to choose the topics, but you must prepare them. So the first most urgent thing that you have to do before the next lesson is to prepare the 2-minute speech. Okay. And secondly would be to start to have the Google Meet to discuss your speaking task and your writing task. This paragraph, I will give you a complete essay for you to look at, how to elaborate, as I did in the previous semester. Don't worry about it. And the one that I started, I will try to continue in the next lesson. Okay. So any questions before I end? Any questions regarding the writing task or the speaking task?
I think no, madam.
At the moment, no. Okay. So all of you are very silent. I hope that at least when you come into college, you will be speaking in my class, because otherwise it's a problem. You cannot be just keeping quiet all the time. I don't see your faces. In fact, when you come back into college, it's a process of getting to know all of you again, because I hardly saw your face. I don't know who you are, right? So I've got to get to know you again. So you must be more, open in class. You must speak more, learn to speak more, respond, ask questions. You are so quiet. You cannot be this way. Okay, so change yourself. All right. So I'm going to
Yes,
stop here
madam.
for today. Yeah, please change. Please speak more. I would like my students to chat with me, to speak more with me rather than just keeping quiet, accepting whatever I say. Now you should know how to communicate more. Speak more. Okay. Right. I'm going to end here for today. I'll see you on Thursday. So get ready with the speech. On Thursday, I'm just going to listen to you. I'll call you at random, and you can just speak about what you think. Just be casual. Just be casual. That's it. Yeah, I want you to get into the 2-minute mode. You can time yourself when you are speaking on your own. Practice timing yourself. If it's too short, then you know you have to add on. Okay. So I'll end my class here for today. Have a nice day. Take care and bye-bye.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.